take this as permission. If you have a Twitch stream or you want to use my music in one of your videos or something, this is your permission. Go ahead and use the music. You can send that clip to Twitch and hopefully they allow you to do whatever it is that you want to do with it.
Now, this is very complicated.
Welcome, Hog Life Game, man. What's going on, man? And welcome, Mug Tech, man. Welcome back to another Tom MacDonald React Tour reaction. We got Fake Woke on the list right here. I appreciate everybody liking and subscribing, man. I like this rabbit hole. This is a good rabbit hole. This is not like what's that guy's name? But like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, man. This is crazy, man. Like, this is seriously crazy. You guys, Hog family, you guys have this is a real rabbit hole, right? I like the meaning behind all the songs I've heard so far. I want to hear some bars. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear him flex a little bit with the wordplay. But let's get it.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role. Wait.
Okay. This is definitely an Eminem type beat right here. This is definitely an Eminem type beat. So I gotta be ready. I gotta stretch first. Hold up. Okay, let's go.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it.
They don't want you to hit the heart, man. They don't want to hit. They don't want you to hit the mind, Tom. I hear you, man. I hear you. Let's keep going with it.
Backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public.
Okay. So I can hear the vocals in the song. How he doubled it up. The vocals, they do very much sound like it's on that same tempo as Till I Collapse. Hold up, I didn't even hear what he said. I was just listening to the flow.
The gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public.
You have the right to hate it or get stoned to death in public. That's cancel culture right there.
Children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up.
System wants everybody to sit down and shut up and just, hey, y'all seen the news the last year. So some ain't adding up. Some ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? Some ain't making sense about what's going on in the pandemic. Okay. So let's go.
Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Labeled everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never.
Now, I do feel what he's saying. I'm one that I got a lot of white friends, so white privilege isn't something that I've encountered something like personally. I can see the discrepancies. I think it does exist in some other areas where, you know, people can get their kids off of stuff like Lori Loughlin, like Aunt Becky. That's what I'm talking about. That's the privilege I'm talking about.
Never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play for people. Screens.
Hold up. That was bars.
Never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play for people too big teams. They use the media to feed the flame.
They do. They really do. They really do. Like the last like 5 or 6 years, ever since Michael Brown, media has been really fueling that race war. But they did it with the police. Can't really aim it at each other. So we need a person to blame. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They
You know, I'm feeling this.
same old, say so.
Okay.
Fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a
Hey, sweetie.
daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think
Big difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about that. I'm starting to kind of see a pattern in the way he raps. Is the bars are personal to everybody that's listening. It's relatable to everybody that listens.
I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first.
That's facts. That's facts. I could probably get Uber Eats faster than the cops to my house. That's facts. I hear him. There's some stuff I heard that I don't necessarily agree with, but I understand what he means. So I don't really necessarily have a problem with it. But this ain't the type of video for me to really go into it. So this is about me enjoying the song.
Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so
Hold on, let me run that back.
was a strategy to see what we sure they're underfunded already. And it's just
I'm gonna go all the
without
way
being
back here.
accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already.
Now police are underfunded. Police are underfunded. I hope this pick up, man. Yeah, police are underfunded. But I think it's more to that than what meets the eye. I've researched a lot. Some of the foundations of the police system, they need to be brought to the forefront and what they really supposed to do.
They're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so
I believe him about segregation. I do believe him about segregation. That was a lie. I think segregation was, if anybody's aware of Black Wall Street, Tuskegee Project, if anybody's aware of those things and what happened and how they happened, he got it. To me, and I'm gonna speak on this very briefly, like segregation, I think is we didn't have to come together. We just had to change the narrative from up high coming down. There's a reason why the foundation of America is racism and how that perpetuates through the course of history as far as this country is concerned. It was the foundation of racism that brought us to where segregation was. But I won't speak on that too much. Let's go.
Fake woke, facts don't care about feelings. They know, they won't.
But you know, it's funny because looks can be deceiving. You wouldn't think a man be that. Most people dismiss him because of his appearance, but he's very, very much aware of what's going on. I appreciate that about you, Tom. Speaking facts.
Tell me what to believe in. They so fake, woke, same old, same songs, fake song, fake woke, facts don't care about your feelings.
Use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy. Say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety.
Too much facts. It's too much facts right now. I gotta go back. I gotta go back.
The illness, call them crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate.
Ooh, removing information that empowers all the citizens. It's a reason why we move in this life like zombies. It's a reason why we move in this life like zombies. Everything from the school system on up is a cogwheel turn. Like, my feeling, like one personal thought is that the school system is designed for people to work. Think about how we went to school for 13 years. 8 to 10 hours a day, graduate, get a job, or go to college. Yeah.
They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression?
Right.
Asking God for the strength to keep winning.
Right.
We cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness.
Right.
Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys.
Right.
Don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
They so fake woke.
Let's go, man.
Don't care about feelings. They know, they won't. Tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old, same songs, fake song, fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Facts don't care about your feelings. I enjoyed this song, man. I can see why you guys invited me down a rabbit hole. I'm going down there. I'm going down there. This is my 4th song I reacted to. And I can say, man, I'm definitely feeling what I'm feeling, the message you're talking about. It's weird, man, because like I listen to a lot of music on YouTube, and I've never ran into Tom over the last 10 years I've been on YouTube. Never heard of him. That's crazy. YouTube algorithm, you have failed me. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all later, man. Hit that like button, subscribe. Peace.